serious practitioner. Of course, I'm talking about myself. So I can't ask you to become serious practitioner. You will become serious practitioner when your time is right. But I'm talking about myself, why I am not a serious practitioner. It occurred to me when I had a close call, there's something below my face.
Not the window. Waiting to get into Zoom.
Wow.
So waiting.
We already talked about waiting.
Waiting to get in.
Waiting to the end.
Well, me, you go through the line while you're laughing.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Waiting room is empty now.
Okay, so is it Judy Sharpa? Who is that?
She's one of the people participating.
Oh, okay. I don't.
She's a friend of
But
mine.
I'm sure there is many people. Is that Linda?
Yeah, Linda's.
Hi.
Hi,
Hello.
Linda.
Jody is from Denver. Hi. And she's been following
Oh,
Rinpoche
Yeah, just mute
on
Yeah.
video for a long
Yeah,
time.
Control all that and just mute everybody.
from the app, is it
Mhm.
pretty? Because I did it from the other version.
Nice to see your faces too.
Close that window. Well, just that.
Hello, hello,
back there.
hello,
Yeah,
hello.
there she is.
Well, you
Hi.
had a lot of people come in. Yep.
We're still missing Karen Sorrell and Tom Cleland.
Yeah,
Meeting.
Okay.
Mute all.
Mute all. Gotcha.
Oh,
that's
And then just-
that's why I left you a
You don't want people to
You don't
unmute
do
themselves.
Do we want him to be seeing everyone, or should we have him see himself?
Oh, yeah, I got you. You want to focus his meeting? Okay. Just continue instead of making everybody. Let's see. Do this.
Mentioned earlier, Dr. Judith.
You want to show him?
Yeah, I think so. So we could just like sidebar with him and then
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sidebar with people.
Okay. Oops. Wrong button. Cancel. I want this. You want to show self view?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. Oh. Oh. Close pop out like that. So now he's pinned to the front.
Okay, perfect.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Whatever you say so.
I'm saying so. It looks good.
Oh, she was happy to see you all and happy to see people around me. And I am blessed that see all of you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. May your practice increase. May your practice benefit and a life after life. May you increase your virtues action until you are free from samsara and you become a Buddha in order to help countless beings. Bodhisattva in order to help countless beings. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I never thank enough all of you. Sarva Mangalam. We are talking about the subject impermanent, but when I turn my page of Dharma notes or the Shologan, it comes out called Sutra mention about faith, F-A-I-T-H, faith. Now, we all need to check ourselves, how much faith do we have? It says the faith, F-A-I-T-H, faith is important for all of us, especially we are Dharma followers. We cannot become Dharma followers if we don't have any faith. Now the faith has two different parts. One, faith to Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. But the other part is a faith to yourself. Faith that you have your honor, you have faith. So I is one part, Buddha's Bodhisattva other part. And I have to have between these two, have to have the chain of faith. If this chain of faith is not there, then we can believe we are good practitioners, but really nothing to do with the Dharma much. By the end of the rope, what I was using word earlier, you have no proof of any Dharma practice. You can debate and you can argue, but really everything is recorded. In the face of Lord Death, the Lord of Death, they have everything what you've done, entire your life. It's less than 5 minutes that they can view everything comes in our mind. So we need to have a faith. Even we do one-time refuge prayer in the morning, we need to have faith. Even one time we do bodhicitta practice, we need to have faith and devotion. Even we do poor measurable practice in order to benefit the sentient beings. We have to have faith for ourselves that our life is important as long as we engage and practice Dharma. If we are not engaged in the Dharma practice properly, then we are engaged in the samsara activities very well, and we don't really need to encourage because we've done that many lifetimes. It is the only one that you and I, we all need to encourage each other is Dharma practice through faith, F-A-I-T-H, faith. Let's talk about faith, what it says exactly in the sutra, right here. No. So in case there is some Tibetan listening who can understand the Shologan, what he says is those of Dharma followers or practitioners, lack of, I think lack is L-A-C-K, lack of faith, lack of faith, shortage of faith and devotion, lack of faith and devotion. Positive karma will not ever to accumulate because it's like a foundation. It's like a plate that where you put things. Without foundation, you cannot grow anything, put anything, foundation. So it says, it is like a seed of flower burn. But you want to grow some flowers. but the seed is already burned. How can you grow flower by using a burn seed that you can put there, and no matter how much you put water, no matter how much you put soil and fertilize, nothing gonna grow. The flower not gonna grow there because the seed is already dead, it's already burned. You can bear under the soil in a pot as long as you want. You can put water as long as you can complain as much as you want, but really nothing happens. Likewise, without faith and devotion to the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, you cannot accumulate a positive karma. You cannot purify your negative karma the way you want it, because the shortage of faith and devotion. Now, I want you and I need to check ourselves, how much faith do we have in terms of karma cause and effect, in terms of Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. And then other part is in terms of ourselves. Do you have faith and devotion for yourself, or you still don't know who you are and who is talking and who is hanging around? You don't know who yourself, or do you know exactly who you are and you have faith and devotion? This we need to check. This issue, this dilemma, we need to solve the problem. So it says, the seed is burnt, the flower never grows. The same with without faith and devotion. Dear Dharma brother, Dharma sister, you and I, we need to develop the faith and devotion in order to manifest Dharma practice more real and more powerful. So here, that is what they're talking about. And the next part is, maybe I add one more shlogan. It's called Kanga Mube Yese Patain Dento Tubayo, Uncle Senjit Labanjo. Kanga Mube Yesepa. When you have faith and devotion, Buddha appeared closer to you, you coming closer to the Buddha. The Buddha is not coming to you, you coming closer to the Buddha. So the Buddha is closer to you. In fact, it's a Buddha is sitting in front of you because you call, C-A-L-L, you call him or her. You call him, and Buddha, there is no distance. So Buddha appeared close to you. If you still can't see it, then that is not Buddha's fault, because the quality of your eyes fault. Quality of your eye depends on the quality of your karma is there. So, the Buddha appear in front of you and bestow you, empower you, give you blessing anytime, any day, any moment, if you are ready to receive the blessings and teachings from Buddha's Bodhisattva. They said that they are always ever present in front of us. It's not like they are busy, they went to lunch. Nothing like that. They're ever present. So two things we talk: faith, devotion. I want to meditate here. How much faith and devotion do we have for ourselves and towards the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha? And then karma, cause and effect, lei jumde, and the message of Buddha, how much do you believe and how much you take that and what level do you interpret, what level you hold the teachings of the Buddha in your soul, in your heart, in your mind, in your Dharma practice. We need to work on now our faith and devotion. And next part is where is your Buddhist Bodhisattva located? When you meditate, what do you meditate? When you pray, what prayer you doing? For what? The quality, 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 not quantity, quantity, quantity. If you hear this, please do something about what we say here. Let's meditate. So next part is I would like to give time to ask question. So what we're doing is a little talk, little condensed talk, important talk, then little meditate, then little discussion. Hoping when we go home, everybody remembers a little bit better. And many of you draw many hours. So I know you work hard right? It's there are many important things you can do other than this, but you try to leave everything aside and listen in Dharma. And I recognize that, and also I feel good about your effort. So let's have a question about the subject matter is, of course, we can still discuss continue impermanence, but now the latest talk is faith, devotion. And so regarding that, any question that you have in your practice, feel free to bring. I may not have all answers, but what I learn, what I practice, or what I experience, and happy to share with you. Because that is whether you take that with you rest of your life, or you put that in a garbage on the way to when you get out. It is something you decide because nobody have control. Go ahead, question. Yes, please.
There are a lot of distractions in life. Things
Can you
up.
repeat that?
There are a lot of distractions in life. Things come up. Things get us off path.
Right.
How do you stay on that path, or how do you get back on your path in your faith and so forth when you? Because it's so easy to focus on, your current and now,
Right.
and veer off.
Right. There are a lot of distractions and fill out from the path. I understand your question clearly, sir. I think we all benefit if we talk about that. Well, two things I can think about there. One is what the other option we have. I'm not smart because if I'm smart, I'm sure to be done something very special. So I recognize I'm not smart. So really, but even though I'm not smart, but I still think that what option I have, if that is we face, that is the problem we have to face. So what option we have? It says in a sutra, one of the Bodhisattva, Shantidev, saying, Katichus yuna na tela megache you Katichus mina na tela megache. Beautiful. It makes me smile. So it says that if the obstacle, the problem is fixable, then focus on it and fix it, because it's fixable. If it's solvable, if it's fixable, it is something avoidable, something, then don't take a stress, don't take worry, don't take confuse. Use your solution, because there is a solution. So in other words, if it's a fixable, fix it. The cup breaks, a pot breaks. If it's not fixable, where you need to put? Garbage bag. If it's not fixable, then what was the point to carry stress and worry on yourself? You must recognize that this is not fixable, or this is beyond my power. It is beyond my power, cannot fix it. Then deal with skillfully, because it's not fixable. And knowing that, and don't get stressed, don't confuse, but do what you can. In other words, in some ways, it says, accept it. I mean, somebody near dear one died, and what you gonna do? You depend on that, and then died. What you need to do? You can't avoid the death, right? Well, now what's the other solution you have? Deal with it skillfully. Because of that a person dead, you don't want him to die or dead, but it's already too late, right? So what you do is how skillfully you deal, something you can deal with without too much stress to yourself or to others. So that's a katichus. Katichus yuna na tela megache chepin. Katichus mina na tela megache chepin. That is the text saying. Does this sort of answer your question? Oh, I'm glad that you brought a very good question, because everybody can, in real life, you and I, everybody will deal with it. Hi, Scott Nachi. Okay, next question. One more question. What time?
15 more.
Okay, one more question, please.
I have a question.
Can you repeat loudly?
Yes, I have a question. I'm not sure if it'll come out clearly, but you said we should have faith in ourselves and who we are as
Right.
people, right? So how do you balance keeping that faith in who we are, but also compromising with others? I'm not sure if that makes sense. Like, maintaining the faith in ourselves without but also being flexible with the other people in our lives without losing like that faith in ourselves.
Yeah, not sure that part, because they also need a faith too. So when we're dealing with other people, the size of faith that you have is determines. So we are using faith when we are dealing with the relationship or business connection, whatever it is. But faith is very, some use a negative way, because I understand what you're saying, and faith is a blind faith. They're called blind faith. Without reason, you have faith in those kind of things. But the faith I was talking about this morning, it's a spiritual perspective. And then a spiritual perspective, the practitioner has already some degree, some size, some level of faith and devotion already. And based on that, make more stronger and clear. This is what I'm talking about, what I mean is that. Now, simply, if we abuse ourselves, it's not good, because then you pay the consequences. Do you have a faith? Yes. Do you say negative things to somebody other than yourself? And does it hurt that person? You may say yes, because I say nasty things and it hurt that person, and that person is taking that too serious. It hurt. when you see that you have faith in your mind that says, this is not good to do. Because after all, what do I get? Hurting other people, saying bad things about other people. What do I get? What benefit I get? I see zero, means I see nothing. I don't get anything. I get emptiness. When you see that, isn't it you're using your understanding? And based on your understanding, it's a little faith that you develop and faith that bad things I don't want to do anybody. Because it doesn't make me happy if somebody do that to me, bad things, disrespect, mistreat, and say bad things. So therefore, it is logic, it is common sense that if I do that to others, it's not a good idea. So there is some limitation, some size of faith you develop. In a Dharma practice, spiritual practice is based on a foundation of your Dharma practice, how you lay out your foundation, how the virtuous action grow on the land of your foundation. Based on that faith and the devotion rises like a creation and automatically rises, but without cause and effect, the faith and devotion will not rise. So there is a cause and effect is that you lay out a good foundation and you put a good seed and then water and sunlight, everything. Now there is a things growing like a flower, and a growing flower is, it takes many things together. Same with the spiritual field. You have to have lay out a good foundation in order to grow your wisdom, faith, and devotion. And the more they grow, the bigger they are. Bigger and more powerful they are, more you can benefit others. You are not running away from all the rest of the world. Actually, you are caring and loving rest of the world so much that you want to be some useful being born in a human realm. Simple as that. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Well, if you don't satisfied, then you can different way. You can ask me different way. How much time we have, sir?
5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 more minutes. So anybody else have a question? Well, meditate. Let's meditate. So we need to work on faith and devotion. And a size of faith, size of connection with your Buddha nature, and a lot of to do with Buddha's Bodhisattva appear in front of us. And faith has a lot to do with creation of your Dharma practice, not only one lifetime, but many lifetimes. Now, if you don't agree with the many lifetime, then at least you agree this lifetime, since we child that we born from mother and we cry when we want something, until now, did we work on a faith and devotion? Or did we wandering around like just like anybody else, like animals in the jungle, in the water, in the land? Did we do anything a little special? Did we do any virtuous action in order to help all sentient beings, in order to help all living beings surrounding me? Did we do anything good? This question, nobody will ask you. You ask only yourself. I ask that question myself because there will be no fight. So we ask this question ourselves, and the remainder of our life, we need to do meaningful life. And a meaningful life is every day generating bodhicitta, taking refuge, end of the practice, dedication to all sentient beings, and making offering to Buddhas and Bodhisattva located in the 10 directions in order to help all sentient beings. We share our practice and we distribute our merit and Dharma practice in order to help all sentient beings. Why? Because all sentient beings, we have relationship, we have connection this lifetime and in many lifetimes. According to Sutra, that all sentient beings, sometimes our mother, sometimes our father, sometimes our child. We rotate so many times within the cycle of 6 realms. Hell realm, hungry ghost realm, animal realm, human realm, demigod realm, God realm. No matter which realm we go, they have individually packaged available for all of us. And particularly a human realm, there is a mulu tsambopa, mulu tundandemba. In the human realm, majority humans are divided into two. The first part is Mulu Rinpoche, precious human born, precious human existence, precious human birth. The precious human birth is somebody born in a human, do lot of positive karma, do lot of beneficial for all sentient beings without reservation, without expecting anything in return, without any doubts that they're helping all sentient beings in accordance with the Dharma, in accordance with the spiritual. That is precious human. Just born and a human does not mean they are precious human. However, we need to check about their action, body, speech, mind, action, and if their actions is a benefit to all sentient beings, that is precious human existence. If it's harmful, you may have precious human body, but you are creating more negative karma, just like all other living beings in the 6 realms. Nothing really special that you can carry on with you when you leave the end of the road. So that is too much talking, and I was carried away and hoping that explains something for you who are listening carefully. Thank you very much. Sarvamangalam.
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 You want to be in? Come this way.
Hello to y'all.
You say so.
We'll go ahead and do the next part on the second Zoom meeting
2 p.m.
at 2 p.m. So if you guys can log on to that second meeting, that's where we'll be for that part.
Maybe,
It might start early, right?
yeah, talk
2
about
p.m.?
teaching
2
will
p.m.
be 2 p.m. But the setting up at 2:15, so you can set up everything
Yes.
5-10 minutes before.
You mean
1:45, yeah.
1:45. That way
We will be
that
ready to go at 2 o'clock.
time will not shorten. Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you. Happy to see you all. Happy to see you all. Thank you. Please rise. Sarvamangalam.
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 You see the cushion.
So, Dr. Duke, brought my computer with me just because I can't live life without it.